you never saw been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Treading up the curve, yeah, flattening the hill. Someday that mountain might get them, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they knew how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. I'm a good old boy, you know my mama loved me, but she don't understand to keep showing my hands, not my face on TV. Ha ha! Making my way the only way to know how. And that's a little bit more than the Lord will allow. Hey, how you doing out there, Guitar Heroes? Alright, we got a little Waylon Jennings today from 1980. Good Old Boys. Just happened to be the theme song for the Dukes of Hazzard TV show. Which a few of us out there might be guilty of watching at one time. Okay, so we got a fairly straightforward song. It's in the key of E. And before I forget, Waylon, original key capo at 1. Otherwise, we're just using the same E, A, and our B7 chords. And that's it for the whole song, and that's why we like it. 3-chord tune. Alright, so the beginning is a piano and a bass player. And so we're just going to do a little hit on the big E string, a couple strums, then we're going to go to an A chord and hit that. And then we're going to start right there with the first verse. Just a good old boy, E. Never mean no harm, A. Beats all E. You never saw been in B7. Trouble with the law since the day that was born, E. And then we got 2 more verses in the chorus. We repeat the chorus after each verse. Alright, so we'll be starting off with an E chord. Straighten the curves, yeah, flatten the heels, A, E. Someday the mountain might be 7, get 'em, but the law never will, E. Now we're going to go into the chorus. So we're still hanging on that E chord. Making their way, B7, the only way they know how. Still in the B7. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow me. And then we have a guitar solo, which really basically goes through that same E, A, E, B7, and E a couple of times. And then we have one more verse. We do the chorus. And then at the end, we basically do that same instrumental. Again, E, A, E, B7, and E. So, let's check our speed. Just a good old boy, never mean no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day that they was born. So about a medium speed, doesn't change through the whole song, up and down. Making their way, the only way they know how. Just a little bit more than the law will allow. So this is really a good song to practice. Your B7 chord is probably the thing here. Obviously, an E and A, fairly basic chords you should know right off the bat. But the B7, and just in case, the B7, basically taking that first finger and you're on the D chord or the D string, and then the second finger on the A string, and then you skip a string on that second fret on the G, and then you skip one more and you're over on the high E. And so that's probably the only thing that's got a little bit of difficulty, because the speed is medium and the chords don't change real fast. So this is really a good song, you know, for practice to get rolling, especially when you're looking at more complex chords. They're going to be faster, or not necessarily more complex chords, but faster chord changes, and they could be in different keys. But if you like the key of E, which I do, then that's basically the next challenge would be to speed it up with either chord changes and or the tempo. All right, so there you go. Good Old Boys by Waylon Jennings, 1980. Hope you got something out of this lesson. Take it easy out there, and we'll see you next time.